Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer video. Today we've got the HP Officejet 4620. Basically, if you're having any issues at all with your print quality, or if it looks something like this where it's kind of choppy, and at the end of the video we're going to go ahead and print one out, and you're going to see the difference when I go ahead and work on it. But I have a couple other videos on this channel on this printer, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you all the methods and all the tools and equipment you would possibly need to go ahead and do this project. Basically what happens is when the ink dries up in your print head, it clogs up the nozzles to where you're not getting the same quality, or a certain color just isn't printing. That's just what happens. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get right into the video. So the first thing you're going to want to go ahead and do is go ahead and lift that up, and obviously your print head is going to come to the middle there. Now if you're running low on ink, stop the video right now, go to the link, there's a link in the description below for some new ink. If you're doing this, if you're doing the cleaning and you don't have new ink, this is pretty empty. If yours is your ink is running pretty low, I would highly suggest that you buy some new ink. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is have a folded up piece of paper towel just like this, and you're going to get it right under the print head. So go ahead and place it right down in there. Okay, once that's right down in there, you're going to go ahead and get your syringe. Now there is a kit on Amazon that I'm going to put a link in the description below for, that is going to help you tremendously. This is a generic one, but the one that is being sold on Amazon has a lot of different fitments, so that you can go ahead and do this project much easier than just placing it over the nozzle. You're going to have fitments to fit right over the nozzle, and you're going to be able to push down some isopropyl alcohol. You may even have to warm up the solution, and that's really going to be beneficial to you when you're doing this cleaning. So that's basically what you're doing. You're going ahead and going over each nozzle, cleaning each one up. I wanted to make a part 2 kind of to this because I have some other videos on this, but I just wanted to include the information for that kit, which is going to be very helpful. Now, if you run out of cleaning solution, print head cleaning solution, I highly recommend you get some isopropyl alcohol from CVS, the cheapest way you can do it, and get your 91% isopropyl alcohol. I would really highly recommend that. It's the cheapest way to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. If you want to check out my other video, go ahead and search my channel. There's 2 videos on the 4620. One of them is showing how I do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. We are going to see how we go from this to this. Now you might say it's not a big difference, but believe me, I'm running the same ink, which is very low ink, and in my experience this is cleaned. You can see here how it's kind of choppy, and over here you've got it kind of, you know, it's coming out kind of faded out, but you can see that it is not choppy, and so that's what you want. So if I did have new ink, now it says I do have new ink, but that's not actually accurate. It's empty. All of them are. So you would notice after some time you got to run it a couple of times, do a couple of test prints, but I would say this was highly successful, just because you see how choppy it got here towards the end, and over here you don't see that anymore. It's coming out the way it's supposed to, and that's normal. And if I had some new ink, it would be even look much better than this. So if you were wanting to actually buy, if you had like an extreme situation and you needed to buy a new 4620, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. I'm actually selling this one on Amazon.com. If you're lucky enough, you might be able to buy that one. I'm going to have it at the lowest price for used. Don't be afraid to buy used printers. If something is wrong with it, you can always return it on eBay or Amazon. But I'm going to leave a link to Amazon because I trust Amazon a lot more. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link. There are 3 links in the description below. So it's going to be one for the ink, one is going to be for the cleaning kit, and the third one is going to be for this printer. So I'm giving you a lot of resources here. And actually I'll throw in a couple more of some printers that are less expensive than this one if you're wanting to downgrade maybe. That use the same ink, because you don't know this, but there are a lot of options. There are a lot of printers that use this type of ink. So if you're having problems, you have options. Don't worry too much about it. If you want to see some other videos I have on this printer, just go ahead and look on my channel. The very first one I did was on this printer. So if you have any questions at all, go ahead and comment below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time.